Don't be an Asquatch.
Good evening, morning, afternoon, freaks and geeks. This is Reluge, and I'm finally over my, whatever it was. It was like an upper respiratory infection or something. Anyway, I'm still continuing on the, stuff with the paranormal. But more stuff happened while I was recovering. Like Beardo being doxxed. So I just came into the debunking community, not knowing there was a community. And I'll be damned if it gets destroyed before I can get like a little foothold on it. Although I doubt that all these little piss ants running around is going to destroy anything. But I want to use this opportunity as education. Because one thing that really bugs me, because debunkers go through videos looking at stuff and they're explaining why they think that this event isn't evidence. Why is this important? Well, and I keep saying it, in the paranormal things, we need solid, concrete evidence. Does that mean that these fake channels should stop? No. No, actually, I also said a couple times, one of my favorite paranormal videos I've seen is the faked like demon arm video where the arms are coming out from the ceiling. That was well done, and it's, even though I know that it's been fabricated, it's still creepy as hell, and I love it. In one of my This Is Most Likely Proof videos, I had used a clip from this channel that actually goes and says this is for entertainment purposes. And it was well done. I love it. It was great. And it's like, those channels can still be entertaining. But I want to see real evidence. Like, undeniable. You can't look at it and be like, huh. Well, it could have been this. Like, it's the table slanted slightly, so it slid off. If you cannot prove that it wasn't paranormal, then it might be. But I want to change that to, it is paranormal. So my whole point with this entire video that I'm doing here for Beardo, I'm going to be pointing out all the times that he's actually debunked things in a respectful manner. I'm going to use, show some instances of him making quips while he's debunking it. And I'm also going to show the bits where people are saying that he's attacking their character. In regards of A1 Solutions, though, I've already pointed out the point where Beardo attacked his beard. Because all Beardo said was, shave off your beard, you don't deserve it. He didn't attack his character. He wasn't like, oh, your beard is ugly. It was a joke. It's like, he's Beardo, and this guy had like a really, actually decent looking beard. I have to say that. He's not a bad looking person at all. Anyway, so yeah, I want to first show the respectful debunking. And if my shirt has changed, it's because I'm doing this in parts instead of a full-on video.
You're sat in your house, even if it is haunted by Winston Churchill, which this guy claims it is, it's not. You're eating your Mackie D's breakfast, there is a door slamming into a mirror, and you just continue munching away. Absolutely not. How is this staged? Well, somebody's down between the sofa and the door just giving it a yank. Just because he's gone to the wrong location, maybe an accident, doesn't mean he's fake now, Beardo, does it? You're correct. But what happens when you go to a bridge that isn't reported to be haunted, and you go to investigate specific claims of a specific haunting, and you get an activity, but you're in the wrong location? Well, my weirdo little friends, what that means is they're faking the activity. Because if they're in the wrong place, they shouldn't be getting any activity. Or if they've somehow managed to find another haunted bridge, but they're calling out to the spirits of a specific haunting, and those spirits are interacting, did the spirits get lost? Did they turn up with Mo Saji to this other bridge? You know, hey, Mo's lost. We'll just nip over and, you know, sort this right out. We'll give him some stuff to go off. It'll be fantastic. No, because it's the wrong bridge. Buy my merch. Watch my most popular videos about me, Mo Saji. This video's for entertainment purposes. Oh. Now, what Mo says here is, this video's for entertainment purposes. That's interesting. I've never noticed that with Mo before. Maybe that's a new addition since the rise of debunkers. But look at all this shite you have to read through to see it right on the very last line, which to me means it's fair game. He is investigating the wrong place, and for entertainment purposes only is not good enough to cover that he's in the wrong place.
Oh, no. What the fuck am I? I don't even know.
His introduction had more paranormal activity in 27 seconds than I have had in my entire ghost hunting career. It's so rattly and hollow, yet you had much more of a deeper thud, which would make me think that sound was an overlaid knock. That sounds nothing like that door you said have knocked, and then when you tried to recreate it, it didn't work.
That smell has not gone away yet.
Well, holy shit. Right, let's frame by frame this. Initially, I was like, how has he done that? I was really confused by it. Now, this piece is apparently moved away from the camera, yet it hasn't changed size. It's bigger than the pieces next to it. But at this point, it's bled into this piece. This isn't just that this, while it's passing, has made it look like it's covered that corner. Look at it. It's over that square and over this black piece, or red piece, I think it would be. Infrared would show red as white. So this is a black piece. This is a red piece. This red piece has completely covered this. Look at the way it moves. So what he's done there, he's masked this in. This piece. So what I think he's done there is he's taken a video of it there and a video of it there. He's taken this piece completely off and then he's added it in post-production, sliding up this way. But all of this movement isn't really there because it's broke the laws of physics. It has actually passed through this solid object without moving it. This white piece is overlaid. Look at the size on it there. It's bigger than the pieces that are closer to the camera. This is absolutely staged, absolutely faked. This item is not on the board. He's added this in editing.
Is this one of your favorites? Whoa, what the?
Uh-oh. Do you see this there? Let's go back. So when we frame by frame this, there's a glint there. And there. Is that... I don't even know why a glint. I think he's masked this entire chunk of hair. Next frame. Any differences? Yeah. I think he's frame by framed edited this. Because whoever's leaned over to pull this hair, or whatever string he's used to pull this hair, has moved this entire section of the coat on the doll next to it. This hair wouldn't be enough on its own to pull. Look at that. In one frame, this thing jumps position. Something has dragged that. And look at that difference in a frame. I don't think this... Well, it is... I think it's a string. But he's also mashed this entire piece in. Look at the blur on it. The wall changes in the background. All of this. That. There. What is that? That, for me, all of this is masked. There's a person's hand there pulling a string, and I believe that may be the very tippity tips of a thumb and a finger pulling the string, and he's missed it in that frame. For a frame, it jumps in while all of this stuff is moving. Whoever has pulled that string for him and they've masked it out in editing has inadvertently touched this doll somewhere and disturbed too many things. And then it just disappears.
Could you make another noise? I'm trying to take a whole bunch of photos.
And he's giving himself away there. He's got his camera in one hand.
Getting orbs. She is definitely in here.
I just attempted to vape my glasses cleaner or a knob. They start removing bricks and mortar, and they've got hammers and chisels, and yeah, they're basically damaging this. It's a shithole, but in the eyes of the police, it's probably considered criminal damage. They start digging into this wall, they make numerous visits, and they build up quite a bit of hype around this thing. All ending in a video where Andrew is pulling bricks out of the wall, he's coughing his guts up. Boys, don't you believe in asbestos? And then he jumps back and sort of screams and runs about a bit, and then he's like, bro, did you see, bro? They look in the hole in the wall. If you watch it now, and you look at the bone, there are clearly holes drilled in. I think it's maybe like a femur bone. You got the two balls that sit into your hip sockets on the top. There's holes in them. Drilled holes, as in there would be wirework, metal wirework going through them as part of a cadaver for science, or you'd see in a doctor's office, or you'd see in a science lab, some schools. This thing was clearly off one of these, you donate your body to science type deal.
You guys collaborated with Carl and got police involved, right? So that was interesting. That's something a friend would do, right? If one of my friends killed somebody, I probably, depending on the circumstance, I'd probably have their back, It's pretty backstabbing, to be honest with you, calling the police on your friends. Just throwing it out there, we were friends. You guys called the cops on us.
That's right. Andrew blames the Ouija brothers for calling the police on them to get them into trouble. Yet,
Cheshire Police.
That's it. No, you kind of know what's going on.
Cheshire Police. Come across what, sorry?
Human bones. We believe to be a human bone.
Now remember, they're phoning the police and reporting this thing.
It was actually your friend that you were stood next to that called the police on you. On yourselves. You lot put a bone in a wall to stage some dramatic video. It worked in your favour because it got over 2 million views. You called the police knowing that you were lying, knowing that you'd faked something. The police turned up. You got these massive views, and when the Ouija brothers spoke out because they knew what had happened, they were vilified for it. You hear machines buzzing in the background. You can hear things clicking in the background. There's something click, 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 click over and over again, really quick in the background. You can't attribute a noise in the background to something paranormal with all of that shit behind you. Is this Netflix level documentary? No, it's not. It's the same as every other shit ghost hunt that I watch.
I just saw, like, move your... Did you just hear it?
No, that was somebody saying, not a knock.
Shift gears. What the f***?
Bloop. That sounded like liquid. In a place that serves drinks.
Didn't even go up there. What does it say?
Kissing? I don't know.
Kissing?
I just felt something here and I moved it and I said, don't touch me. And then it said that.
Nobody heard you say, don't touch me. Just saying. Again, they put up, on the screen. This time, I didn't hear the voice, I heard something else. Electronic. Sounded like a mobile phone vibrating on a bar. I think she's just put that there. She has just put that there after the sound, so it wasn't her. But
I think it's 4 o'clock.
What time is it?
I think it's 4 o'clock.
okay, so the next shot should be them syncing up with their watches, their mobile phones to prove it's 4 o'clock. I hope they do.
It's 4 o'clock on the dot!
Are you fucking kidding me? No!
Oh my god, it's almost like that app is attached to a phone. Just use a logical approach and common sense, girls. As your phone turns to 4 o'clock, an app says 4 o'clock. Is that a coincidence? Or is it just the app picking up on the time change?
All just total speculation, by the way, but got drunk, got... Yo.
Did we hear that right?
I heard me.
Oh, I heard rape.
Incorrect.
Did we hear that right? Incorrect.
Weird. I heard rape.
I heard me.
Rape. Oh!
What you could have done there is shown us the app so we know exactly what was said. You've both heard two different things, meaning one of you is mistaken. You take these two random words, one of them a very disgusting, horrible crime, and then the word me, and you put them together.
Oh, you know what's crazy? 11, and then that looks like it says R. Or...
The likes of which you've never seen on YouTube Paranormal before. GhostTube Seer?
Sorry, I don't have an answer for that.
These are AI-generated imagery. If you look at the GhostTube Seer app, it tells you they are AI-generated. Oh, 1111R. Right, what's this? It's a skull face inside of a sperm. What's this? It's an Oscar award. What are these? What are the... None of this makes sense. None of this makes sense. But you'll show this. Why didn't you show the word that was on the phone earlier? Just saying. Just asking. Genuine question.
That's weird.
It's not fucking weird. It's AI generated.
He was the last person to be hung to death in Colorado.
She is reading an article and they've said executed by lethal injection over the top of it. So did she read a completely different sentence somehow? Did she read one thing but say something completely different? Or did this not fit your narrative? So you put a little bit of text on the screen, hoping that somebody smart won't look at it. And I ain't that smart.
To death.
So this next part, I'm going to show the bits of his debunking when he was a little heated. He used like jipes and whatnot. And I'm doing this to show both sides of the argument. And like I said, this is for educational purposes. This is how, in my opinion, you do this. Also, I just want to point out, this is fair use on both Beardo's and my end. I'm using these clips as a education. Also, I'm going to be critiquing how Beardo handles these remarks. So, roll it.
Good as balls of ghouls, how are we all doing? Today, I'm going to be getting myself into some trouble.
But we're going to be doing that. And one thing I wrote down here is I thought it was funny is...
You can write? Holy shit. I mean, what are you playing there?
The funniest thing is J-Cart unfollowed me on Instagram, which is the most babyest thing to do. The most
babyest thing to do is start crying because J-Cart's unfollowed you. You released a series of videos attacking J-Cart's because he unfollowed you on Instagram and because he sent you help, you ungrateful swine. I'm trying hard not to swear here. One thing, Mr. A1, go into your OBS settings, and when you're talking, you'll see that there's a microphone or /AUX bar. And in that bar, you have a green colour, a yellow colour, and a red colour. Bring down the volume so that you're only ever peaking in the yellow, because you must be talking constantly in the red. Your microphone is peaking. There's some free advice because you sound like shit. Are you just playing your own video here? Because I've had enough of you already.
What happened to being a man? What happened to messaging someone? You know what I mean? Being a man. A baby is someone unfollowing them on Instagram.
I've met a lot of babies in my time. I have created babies in my time. I have never, ever seen a baby unfollow somebody on Instagram because babies don't have Instagram accounts. Most of the time, babies just suck on titties, suck on bottles, and poop and scream. That's all they do. Learning with Beardo. Warning. This video is a comedy roast. In this video, I roast an idiot. Don't take it too personally, and if you do, grow some thicker skin. YouTube is not the place for people like you. If you are the type of person to talk about people online and then cry when they talk back, I don't know, get a job. Really quick snap cut there. It's literally, if you open up your editing software, make a cut. On a static camera on a tripod is the easiest way to do it. And it is really easy to hide a cut in anything you want to make. And because of the tripod, you'll never notice. Apart from things in the room may change with light sources, etc. Like my hat just disappeared. That's all that is.
Did you just throw this? Or did it just fall?
To the younger viewers, I'm very, very sorry. It appears that Ian has found a sex toy.
Getting like a weird smell over here.
That'd be the bullshit coming out of your mouth, Ian. The absolute shit show that happened on YouTube last night, where Proving Demons went live and blatantly lied about the Ouija Brothers live stream, lied about their involvement in Bone in the Wall, and lied pretty much about everything else to do with the thing. And you may be wondering why a debunker that wasn't around at the time would want to cover this. Number one, I want to stand up for my friends. Steve and Griff are personal friends of mine. We barely talk about the paranormal for the most part. Me and Steve talk about horror movies and our families. And I assume he still has the bone because he had a pillow over his lap. Maybe he had a boner. That was a terrible joke, but I'm keeping it in. And you're like, they're riding my coattails. They're obsessed with me. They're doing this because they need me. They need to grift off me. They need my views. They need my community. They're doing it for this. They're doing it for that. They're doing it for the other. You have 253,000 subscribers across 400 videos. That is fucking incredible. But when you consider the shock value you go for, not really unbelievable. Hey, look, 22k, 20k, 28ks, but you're working with the They were the bad guys, they were the villains. Same as I was the bad guy when I said, you can't pick up that skull out of the grave, that's disgusting. I don't know why you keep doing these really bad, stupid things and then blaming other people for it. Sure, a lot of time has passed. One of your big arguments on your live was, this was 6 years ago, man. Why are they covering it now, man? Because technically this drama is only 6 months old. Because that's when Dan did his live stream admitting to everything. Going to visit family members, meaning they have more right to be there than you. Why are you sighing at them?
And I try to speak to those who may not have been spoken to in a very long time. I know it hasn't been too long since you transitioned, but here come some more people.
The fucking gall of this guy actually looking annoyed that people have gone into a place of rest to pay their respects and interrupting his fucking scam. Because that's what it is, a scam.
Feel about the people being held responsible for what happened to you.
In a positive, though, that guy has got a voice. Like, that's proper soulful voice. It's almost like singing while he's talking. Probably the only compliment you'll get. You cannot sit there with an app and a speaker in somebody's resting place, getting garbled noise through, and solve a crime or solve a mystery. This is garbage. This is just for clicks and views. And
here we go.
The investigation. I don't know why they were the most rewatched parts. Nothing happened apart from the odd blast of a spirit box. Awful. Truly awful. I don't understand why he's such a big channel. And you pick one little morsel and get it completely ass backwards. Well done. Would love to see you go out there and gather evidence of any of that, but you seem pretty comfortable behind your desk. As it happens, I'm uncomfortable as shit. This chair is crap. It's ruining my back.
That is the first time that I've heard a man speak in this room. It's absolutely. Maybe it did say Warren. Shit. Yes.
Oh, stop the video, stop the press, actually call the press. A fucking dead bell has gone off. I have never seen anything so real, so... What the fuck am I watching? How have you solved the crime? And how have you done anything different to anything else anyone has ever seen on YouTube Paranormal? Doing an Estes method, using mobile phone apps, REM pods, and a dead bell. A dead bell, which is actually flawed to shit. Anyone that uses them at this point is using them knowing that they go off roughly every 30 to 75 seconds without fail.
Jesus. Big dark shadow right here. I hope my camera caught that. I don't have no lights or anything up here.
That's right. You saw a car headlight go past the window and cast a shadow. But these three think that it's a dark mass in the room. They claim that this is a demon house. This is disgusting, and this ain't the half of it. Did in this video. But in discussions with Jed and me saying, look, if you want me to out them for everything, I'll out them for everything. If you want me to leave the alcohol out of this, we'll leave that out. And then Jed asks the question, how can one focus on an investigation if they have been drinking? And I'll reply simply with, they can't. Now, this is not me saying that the Foreman brothers are turning up to this place reeking of alcohol. This is the homeowner. This is the person that has asked them out for help, and he can smell alcohol on them on arrival. Best, unprofessional. At worst, completely inappropriate. Was never on the table, was never on the cards. That's clickbait. Paranormal Nightmare TV, Season 13, Episode 6. Now behind a paywall. Bravo. Unfortunately, this is the new video description. Unfortunately, we have a strong reason to believe the story behind the haunting was an elaborate hoax. You know where I'm going. We tried to take everyone at face value. Recent lies have put the entire interview into question. Good wording, but you still dropped yourself in the shit. And I will explain that. It's very unfortunate, but we felt this episode needed a disclaimer. Please subscribe, join us on Patreon, buy our official merchandise, follow us on TikTok. So, one of your victims, alleged victims, has made a complaint. Made a complaint to me. I, in turn, get him help. And through me listening, and through getting him the help from Jeff from Boo Productions, we have made this guy's life better. And your response to that is to change the video description to, unfortunately, we have strong reason to believe the story behind the haunting was an elaborate hoax. When they're on the breadline, when they're suffering from addiction, mental health, and all of these other things is about as scummy as you can get. You're no different, in my opinion, to the guys that work in those call centers, phoning up old dears and saying things like, have you been missold PPI, and then rinsing their bank accounts. You're no different to them. The difference is you can claim money you've lost back. You're doing this to people's emotions and feelings. For all of these paranormal investigators to say stupid shit like debunkers and skeptics are closed-minded, are we really? When we look with science, with reason, with logic, when we go to haunted locations to investigate, hoping to find something. What's more closed-minded? Us doing that, researching the equipment, understanding how the equipment works, or the people that buy it, overspend on it, put it on the table, turn it on, and then go, yep, ghost touched it. That's closed-minded. It is closed-minded to assume that every word that comes out of an app is from a ghost. It is closed-minded to assume that a REM pod going off is a ghost. It is closed-minded to assume that every creak, bang, fart, and whatever else goes off in a strip club is a ghost. That is closed-minded.
And here are the three, I think, instances where I actually believe that Beardo... Well, one case, he went a little over the top. But these are the cases where people are like, he's bullying me. And I'm going to show how he's not bullying. He's just making points and making jibes.
I did say things about Andrew that I regret, saying things about his hygiene and things about drugs. But, in defense of the things I said about drugs, whilst he was in one of his drunken rampages on YouTube threatening me, he said something along the lines of, you need to be careful of me, bro, because I used to work for a cartel, bro. Well, cartels are kind of known for drugs, so 2 and 2 to get. I apologise for anything personal I said about Kaylee. I apologise for anything personal I said about Andrew, but I stood by. Listen, you put your hand in the grave, you picked out that head, you're in the wrong there, not me. You can't have a go at me for highlighting it when the video is still live on your channel. You're clearly proud of it. Investigators and ghost hunters that are trying to solve things for themselves with these stupid devices don't have the intelligence to solve any crime, to solve any mystery. You take these two random words, one of them a very disgusting, horrible crime, and then the word me, and you put them together, and then you pull off the I'm sucking off a ghost face.
So, with the whole sucking off a ghost face, I get that was a jibe, and that was kind of like dark humor, more of like sexual humor. But, and I get what he's going at, because a lot of people just go, and I personally, from watching people, that's when they're like, oh, something happened, I need to react to it. I'm surprised. Maybe they're doing it on purpose, maybe it's subconscious, I don't know. But I feel that Beardo's comment was a little over the top. And as far as I've seen, I think that was the only comment that was just over the top while he's not critiquing, but debunking videos. But when he was reacting to A1 Solution and he said that he has a spare sock for him, that was hilarious. So anyway, I really hope that this video helps someone, like either understanding what Beardo has done and how it's not actually attacking the people, or how you go about, like, if you feel like someone's attacked you, use their clip of what they said and react to it. Don't just sit there and be like, oh, I don't need proof. I just got this bad feeling about them. You need proof. And speaking of which, I am going to be doing a video, or did a video, following up on the rest of A1's videos, and yeah. So, if you like to see that, go click on it, or subscribe. Let me know what you guys think about this whole paranormal situation. Is debunking a good thing? Do you think people should stop debunking? Is it ruining fake channels? Is it ruining real channels? Are fake channels ruining the paranormal? Or do you think it's a part of it? Let me know what you think. And my son just casually walked by. No! And until next time, stay spooky.